Hello, it's Isadora of Curvaceous Belly Dance, and I am back. I'm trying to keep this up again and get back to your Shimmy Tech Monday tip. Yes, I was a bit poorly and then had a show and then have a couple of things going on. I'm working on some videos for you guys. But this topic keeps coming up, so I thought I'd do it as a live because it's a simple topic that we need to discuss. One of the things that everyone keeps asking me is what are the alternatives to Zoom? And the reality is it depends on what you're offering. If you are choosing to use non-copyrighted music, then you can easily use things like live Facebook, live YouTube. You can do lives in this sort of format. If you are using copyrighted music, because let's be honest, I'm just going to have a quick discussion about this. The reality is that the music industry has made it very difficult for small people like us to actually get proper licensing. It's very expensive. It's a lot of steps. It's really hard. So your big options are to go to public domain works, which means that they're quite older, music that is created for you that you own the rights to, or to dig up copyright-free music. My dream world would be the music industry would let us pay a fee per song, put in, what our usage is, and let us have a code to use, but we're not anywhere near that. So until they do something like that, we are stuck with the options that we have. And that option is that we cannot use copyrighted material if we don't have the right on certain servers. And that means that you will be muted. It's luck of the draw whether you're going to be automatically muted or if you'll be future muted. But it means if you're trying to host a show with copyrighted music, you have a high chance of your live feed going mute. That's an issue. So it seems most platforms, YouTube and Facebook, are the fastest and have automatic mutes. So they will go whether you start to go. It should go pretty quick. Twitch seems to be doing a little bit more muting, but it's hard to know whether they're going to grab you live. Discord's another server that you can be using to host shows. But what's going to come up is you also have the secondary problem is most people who are watching your shows are going to be there for a one-off or for, every month. They may not want to register to another account and sign up to another platform or site. So you may not get those people to come and join your show if they feel they have to join another, they have to just join any more accounts. So I have found that overall, I keep coming back to Zoom. Zoom does have issues because Zoom is meant for meetings. It's still not the best quality for sounds, but currently there is movement for music. You should still have copyright-free music. You should be using things that you have the right to use, but they don't currently mute any music. So it is something that is available, and it is why currently we are still using Zoom for our showcases and why I have not currently switched to any other formats. I do know people who are trying to find music that is available to use so that they can do live streams on Facebook and Twitch, but there's a limit on what you can find. It's really struggling. I mean, it's a big struggle, and it's really sad. I think it's time maybe we need to reach out to more of our individual musicians or learn the drums ourselves so we can provide our own music so that we can actually have the rights to use said music. Maybe this is a good time to say goodbye to canned music. But those are things we have to think about, and those are things that really affect why you would choose a different location. So some of these are live streaming, some of these are they're all different. They're different platforms, but they all kind of in the rope around. They bring around to what we're going to be using. So that's currently why I am sticking with Zoom. I find it easy to use. I find it easy for my show participants to use. The big thing, like I said, you don't have to have an account. You can log in without one. And a lot of people really like that option. So that's something I keep in mind when hosting shows. Their ability to record the show after for hosting has been really great. So we've taken advantage of that, especially as we've gotten the tech better. We've had even less and less editing, which I think is fantastic because it makes it feel a bit more like you're watching the live show as it happens, because we leave a few mistakes because it makes it more real. But the reality is that it's nice because we've been able to get the show so smooth that we can do a quick edit and we can pop that up for everyone to see. And Zoom is inexpensive to use for people who are hosting. So it's another thing that is something to be mindful, because obviously most of us dancers, whether we're doing workshops, shows, or classes, are going to find it easier to not spend a ton of money, because obviously, you know, we're still trying to make a living here. So there's that. And I think that there is workarounds to make Zoom look better so that in the end we can make it a better experience for everyone. So I'm going to definitely talk more about how to do Zoom even nicer. That's going to probably be a paid workshop. I think I'm going to go into teaching you my biggest trick, which I'm going to go ahead and out, is using OBS. OBS has been a game changer for me. But I'm going to be honest, it is not user-friendly. It is something that is much more involved. It is a little bit more work. But when you get it and you understand it, it's amazing. But it does require a computer and a bit of a setup, but it's not a big deal. I will probably be doing a course in that for people who might be interested. But anyway, this video is meant to be short. But this is really why... if it comes down to where I'm going to host a show, I'm going to keep going back to Zoom. Ease, the availability to people who don't want to have accounts, and music playability are currently the reason why we are hosting there. So that's pretty much it. I know this question keeps coming up, so I hope this answers your questions. If you want more detail of why we've chose Zoom or what other options are there, because I mean, obviously there's Venmo, there's Discord, there's Twitch. I know there's like 4 or 5 more. There's so many different things up and coming, but those are like the main ones. YouTube, obviously, and Facebook and Instagram, but those are the main ones we keep kind of coming back to. So that's where we're at right now. And if you have more questions, definitely ask. This will go up on YouTube, and I have some more YouTube videos coming in regards to, yes, I've been talking for ages, but I just keep getting more and more information. I want to be talking about webcams. So we'll do that very soon. And you guys all have a great day. And thank you. All the best. Bye.